Gabriel da Silva, companheiro aqui, Portuga, como a gente fala no Brasil, o Patrício. Sabe o que quer dizer Patrício, Gabriel?
Não.
É Patrício, pá. Opa, estás a perceber, pá. Ó,
Ah,
menino Gabriel.
Patrício.
O Gabriel veio pra cá, pro Canadá, com 2 anos de idade. Ele fala português, mas dá uma arranhada de vez em quando, entendeu? Ele entende quando eu falo, mas de vez em quando ele para, ele fica assim olhando pra mim. Ó, Cláudio, o que estás a falar, pá? Esses dias eu vi aqui um vídeo engraçado de um passageiro voando na TAP Airlines e indo para Portugal. E a comissária passou. Os portugueses falam que a comissária é hospedeira. A gente fala comissário. E ela passou e ela falou: coloca aqui o fio no meio. E ela falou assim: meio, meio. E ele falou: que maio? Que mês de maio? Aí ela, brasileiro, não entende, é maio, é meio. Não é maio, abril. Engraçado esse vídeo.
Oh, wrong tube.
E ele se engasgou aqui, ó. E ele se enrola todo. Que maio, que maio. E ela é meio. Mas, olha aí, pessoal, estamos aqui. Nosso 777. Hoje vamos fazer um voo de Porto Vallarta, né? Para San Martin. San Martin ou San Martin. Depende como vocês falam com sotaque. Potato, potato. É uma ilha muito turística no meio do Caribe. E é uma ilha muito conhecida pela sua aterrissagem bem perto da praia. Provavelmente vocês já viram alguns vídeos. E é exatamente o que vamos fazer hoje. Piloto voando sou eu. Pilot flying, it's Cláudio Teixeira. Pilot monitoring, Gabriel da Silva. Piloto monitorando. Vou voar. Estava enferrujado, estava na Flórida. Estou há 2 semanas sem voar. Estou aqui numa vontade de voar danada. Já fiz alguns voos com clientes essa semana, mas quando eu estou voando com os clientes, eles é que voam. Hoje sou eu que estou voando. Então vamos lá, tirar um pouco dessa ferrugem. O Ryan, que é o nosso TI, não está aqui. Ele está na Flórida também resolvendo um problema de saúde. E aqui no Canadá nós temos uma situação que o nosso sistema de saúde aqui é todo público, não tem privado. Então ele está numa fila danada para resolver um problema dele, cirúrgico. E os médicos ficam enrolando, enrolando, enrolando aqui. Parece até o SUS do Brasil. E ele, como é cidadão americano, ele acabou indo para lá para tentar resolver a situação lá. Então ele está lá já há algum tempo. Temos aqui o Mohammed Ali, que está preenchendo aqui o lugar do Ryan. E Ryan, que Deus te proteja, que você fique bom rapidinho. Are we on in any English channel?
We're on everywhere.
Okay.
We're on everywhere.
Guys, welcome to UFLY Simulator. Cláudio Teixeira, Gabriel da Silva. We are Puerto Vallarta, going to San Martin. I'll be the PF, pilot flying today. I was away for the last week. I was in Orlando, having some vacation time and also doing some work. UFLY participated in a movie that it was called A Day Without Us, to be released soon. And I was down there for the premiere of that movie. And now I'm back here. So today I'll be the pilot flying, as you guys can see outside. That's a beautiful Air Canada view, 777 with the doors open. I'm going to change my screen here for the doors. So the first thing that we'll be doing, it'll be the walk around, checking the beautiful plane. If Mohammed, if you have the outside view.
Yep. Give me 1 second.
You can show the plane and you guys can see with the camera on the outside.
We got the outside view.
Right there, the doors open. And we can see here on the screen which doors are open. Now, once the walk around is done, my job would be getting the 80s, Airport Traffic Information System, all the details of the airport, what's going on, and also the tower frequency to request for IFR clearance. IFR has been cleared already. We're good to go on our flight. And Mr. Gabriel da Silva,
I'll try my best on her radios.
There you go. We are learning. So we don't use much of the radios here with our clients at UFLY Simulator. That's because they're here by the hour. And the radio will take too long for them to do 2 flights within the hour. That's all we offer them. So usually we don't do much radio, but we're trying to improve ourselves on the radio. And Muhammad Ali, which is a very nice name, that's an IT guy. He's in the back. He's been here flying before. And until Ryan comes back, I'm going to try to learn the IT stuff in the back, so I can be there as well, so they can fly here. So we're gonna try that next week, and we see how it goes. For now, I'll be flying the plane. Gabriel's gonna be monitoring. He's already making some changes here on the heading select, the altitude, and the V speeds, which is the V2. So checking my oxygen bottle. I'm just gonna check my oxygen bottle. Gabriel's gonna check his.
Okay.
I'm gonna go here to the status,
Can
and I can see that we have almost 2,000 psi on the oxygen, which is good. APU is running, and hydraulics. We have full hydraulics in our plane, so this is good. That's exactly what we wanted. Going back to the doors. The doors are still open, and Mr. Da Silva, we're gonna go for the pre-flight checklist.
I like to go first.
Go for it.
So what I like to go, remember first. So I go through here, put all the switches that's supposed to be on, come to the panel here. So we go to auto, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there, and then all the fuel. 2, and we'll leave these off.
Okay,
now.
because the tank is pretty much the
Yeah.
center tank is empty.
This one will be auto, auto, auto. Down here, we'll leave it for a little bit, and then everything's normal there.
All right,
Okay, and then we have no smoking, and we're ready to go.
very soon.
Okay, all right, and beacon on, and logo. Well, we could put logo.
Okay.
Okay, now, and then we come down here. Go. So we go. We do a flow. Call it flow. Auto throttles on. Flight directors, you have yours on.
And on.
Okay. I selected the heading already. 7,000.
Perfect.
I
That's
put
our
7,000
initial
for now.
climb altitude. That's fine. I can see here the doors being closed and armed and green.
Okay. Coming down here, everything's normal. Normal. That's RTO.
RTO, reject takeoff.
Okay, and then that's normal, and then fuel
Fuel flow control switches are off.
controls are off.
Okay.
Okay. That's memory, and now we're gonna go through the checklist and make sure everything is all right. So you want me to do that?
Yep.
All right. Okay. Inspection,
Complete.
oxygen.
Set 2,000 psi.
Okay.
Full.
The FMC loaded, right?
FMC is loaded when we have all the flight plan already, and we talk to you guys about that once in a year.
Okay. Briefing. You want to
Briefing.
do the briefing?
Yes. So I'll be the pilot flying. That means we're gonna line up on the runway. Once we clear to take off, I'll say I have control, and you confirm that. Then I will apply power to about 55% on the throttles. Once the throttles go to 55%, we count to about 3-4 seconds, enough time for the engines to stabilize. Then I'll click Togga. If you guys don't know what Togga is, ask us on the message there, and we answer to you guys in the air. I click Togga. The throttles will go forward to about 94% of N1 power, and that is gonna bring the throttles forward. I'm gonna let it take my hand with it. I'm gonna hold my hand on the throttles until we hear V1, which in our case today, V1 is 150 knots. Anything happens before V1, disconnect the auto throttle, bring the throttles to idle, use the reverse thrust, stop the plane completely. Then you will contact the tower. Once we do that, we assess the situation to see if the plane can be moved from the runway or not, if we cannot move the plane out of the runway. And if we have to go through the emergency evacuation checklist, we have the list over here, which is about 16 items. Once that is done and safe, we'll then save a message to the flight attendants. Okay? So
Okay.
the flight attendants have their job, and they know what to do. Now, once we continue, nothing happens to V1. That means we are committed to fly. My left hand will come to the yoke. We wait for a second speed, which is a VOR. And that will be 155. That's when I rotate the plane, and I'm going to bring the plane's nose to a 15 degrees. And we're going to continue climbing, and we have a V2 to 165, which is a V2 in case of engine failure or a single engine climb. Now, that's the briefing. We're going to fly runway heading 083, climbing to 7,000.
All right, so we continue on the. Okay, parking brake is set off because we have the chucks.
Yep.
All right. Fuel controls switches are off.
Cut off.
Transponder,
Off and standby.
standby. Logbooks,
Complete.
okay. And APU is on. running.
APU is running. That's why we're getting power from it.
Okay. Okay. Pre-flight checklist complete. Before start, I guess we're ready.
So we're ready for the pushback. So
Well, before start, so we don't push back yet. After this one, then we push back.
yeah, okay, let's go for it.
Okay. External power.
It's disconnected.
It's disconnected. Cabin windows are closed.
Are closed and sealed.
Seatbelt signs.
Are on.
And this is all the memory stuff I did already, but we're double checking it.
Okay.
Hydraulic pumps.
On and auto.
Okay. Fuel quantities.
Sufficient. We
On
have
board.
21 tons of fuel. That's enough. It's a short flight.
Okay. Fuel pumps.
Fuel pumps are on, but the center tanks are off because it's just 1,000 kilos of fuel on it. So we're not going to use much.
We'll usually wait till we see the message
Yep.
anyway. Okay. Beacon.
Beacon
is on.
is on.
Okay.
Navigation lights on. And I'm going to put the wing lights on.
MCP, which is the autopilot panel, is all
Okay.
set.
Motor control panel. It's all set.
CDU.
CDU is set.
Okay. Reference speeds.
Reference speeds, we have it already. We talked
Okay.
about that already.
Yep. And trim.
Trim is set to.
Oh no, it's not. I didn't. I
not.
didn't set it yet.
Oh, okay. So what's
That's
the
one
trim?
thing I didn't do.
Only
so trim
3?
is 3. Yeah, different today.
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll set that. See what happens? I missed it. This is why we go
Yeah.
through. But
So it'll be 3. I'm just going on there. What else?
it goes to 0 now, eh? It doesn't.
Yeah, that's
it's
weird. Sometimes it's weird. Might be Friday evening, man.
Okay, so once you do that, the doors are all closed, right? Check.
Sometimes I'm flying with the clients here Sunday afternoon, and the computer does something completely crazy, and I go easy on the plane. Easy, baby. Easy, baby. Easy, baby. And then goes back to normal. Sometimes it doesn't say, you know what? It's Sunday. The computer doesn't want to work anymore. But anyways,
All right. So down the next one is
I'm
the
here, baby. I'm here. That is here.
we need contact for pushback.
All right. So we're clear for the before start checklist. It's perfect.
Yep.
So now we are ready for the pushback. So I'll be contacting the ground
You want to do that? Or you want-
because you're the captain. So once you taxi in the plane, I'll do the radio.
Okay.
Once we are at the runway, that's the opposite direction. Okay.
Oh, perfect.
So,
Okay.
all right. Okay.
We have to do it manually.
We can do here too,
You think so?
and then stop it. Oh yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna do this. Cockpit to ground. Good evening. This is UFLY 227 Heavy.
Go ahead, you fly to the 7 heavy.
Don't do
Oh.
that yet. Don't do that yet.
It's okay.
We gotta get permission from him first. Cancel.
All right. Yeah, we have to get permission from the.
That might not work, because he. Okay, we'll see.
We'll try. So, cockpit to tower. This is UFLY 227 Heavy. Requesting permission for tax back,
It's
pushback.
ground. Yeah. Oh, that's ground.
Pushback and starboard proof, you fly to the 7 heavy.
Okay. Now we're gonna talk to the guys underneath us.
See if it goes on.
Ground to cockpit to ground. UFLY 227 Heavy.
Oh, well, okay.
Requesting pushback, please.
Yeah, got it. Yep.
Parking brake set.
I gotta put a yellow line here. The brakes.
Brakes are released.
Do we have enough room back there?
Yep.
I don't know what
I
it
moved
looks
the
like.
plane, remember? Oh, although we're going back to 250, I didn't change this.
Okay.
You know what? Let's try this. Let's see if we take it. I did. Maybe. Bye-bye, Vinci. Vinci is the Vinci Airport.
All right. So you like to put it on these windows for the people to see?
Oh, yes, of course. Let's do them both.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, this guy's still here.
Yeah. Ciao. Arrivederci.
You want to go outside a little bit and see what's happening?
Oh, of course, Captain.
Okay. I think
Oh, it's sunny.
it's gonna go on the grass.
And you start up, thank you. Yeah, it changed
Yeah,
to
so-
200. Oh, we'll fix it. All right, so we're clear to start the engines, Captain. Give me the commands.
All right, so the right engine first.
Okay,
We can
click to
stop
start.
here. Stop here.
It'll stop. And we fix it.
All right, so engine starts
much.
the N1, and then
N2
N1
to N1.
N1, N2, N1. Looking for about 5 to 8.
And fuel flow switch valve is on. That's perfect.
Park your brake set.
Parking brake set. See you later. Let me hold
Okay,
it here.
I'll start the next one, and we got to put get it closer to the airport. So I think it's that runway there. So he's gonna give us directions, but
Oh, I see.
That is correct.
Now we gotta go forward anyways because that's the runway there, right?
yeah. So let me
There's
just
only
check
one
here.
taxiway.
Before you
So-
call in.
I'm gonna just cheat a little bit here the computer, okay, guys? Because we didn't calculate properly where we should be at. Look at this beauty of a simulator, guys. Ha ha ha! And here we are, right on the line. Perfect. All right, Captain, give me the command for the left engine.
Okay, left engine on.
Start.
Start.
So we once again we'll look at here to N2. Then we go to N1. Then we go to the oil pressure and we wait until it's at 8. I saw the little Mickey
Okay,
Mouse
so
hands you did it.
there's we got to backtrack on this runway. Looks like
So we're not going to that runway. Is the one behind us?
that's what I'm trying to figure out. 08. No, it is that one, but we got to backtrack a little bit.
No, that one goes all the way to the end. Look at here.
I don't
See?
know.
Oh yeah, we got to backtrack still.
I think so.
It is
Yeah.
a back yes.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
It is.
All right, fuel flow is in. I'll just hold it here. We'll take about 10 seconds to the fuel flow start to go inside the chamber. Oh yeah, we got to backtrack.
All right, so after start.
So now we talk to the tower, correct?
Nope. After start first.
After start checklist. All
Yeah.
right.
Engine de-ice.
Anti-ice. Wing, left and right engine to auto.
Okay, recalls? Any recalls?
Recalls. We have a few recalls. I'll put the TARA, auto, do a little check.
Auto brakes on RTO.
RTO, check.
Check. And flaps.
Flaps to take off
Sets
with
of
flaps 5.
Set. And final load sheets we
It's
have.
been received.
And flight doors locked.
Locked.
Now we ask for taxi.
Okay. So to the tower, correct?
Ground.
Ground.
Towers when we're going to take
Okay.
off. Ground.
Ground. This as you fly 227 heavy, requesting tax permission.
You fly 227 heavy, taxi to runway 08 via continue to this apron and then continue taxi to 08. You are going to make a 180 at the threshold and then contact tower when ready.
Continue
hold and
straight.
short and hold. Line up and wait. I guess he meant by that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So continue apron, make a right turn to the runway, backtrack on the runway 180 degrees, turn around and wait for clearance to take off. You fly to the 7 heavy. Did I get it right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Almost there.
There you go. Woo-hoo. Friday.
Very good.
All right. Okay. Taxi lights on. We're clear on the right, my good
Okay,
captain.
hang on to your
I will. Clear on the right.
clear on the left.
You
and
got it.
We got it.
Parking brake is off. So far, so good.
Can you guys turn the dome light off, please?
On behalf of the captain and his crew, may I welcome you aboard this flight.
Pessoal do Brasil, tudo beleza aí? Pergunta alguma coisa que você quer saber em português que eu respondo, tá bom?
If you've already done so, please store your luggage in the overhead lockers and take your seats so that we have an on-time departure. Passengers seated by designated
So, let's hope I got the runways right this time. We have lots of runway, especially for landing.
If you consider yourself unable to perform this task, please notify a member of the cabin staff. I must also ask you to refrain from using any electronic devices, as these could interfere with the aircraft's onboard electronic system. I will inform you when it's safe to bring these items out for use. If you have any questions about what devices you can use on board the aircraft today, please refer to
All right. So when we get to the end of the taxi, we're gonna call to remind them where we are. So I don't want to go on a live runway unless
Okay.
unless
Yeah, he clears to do so, but we'll
yes,
confirm.
but,
Okay.
Captain Kurt is asking. Everybody's like they're in a good mood today. Yes, it's Friday, so of
Friday.
Course, of
Hey,
course
Kurt, how you
everybody's in
doing?
a good mood. And then Captain Kurt is just reminding Gabriel about his bet. He had a bet. I don't know if you remember it last time.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna skip school if
Ah,
you do a butter landing.
okay.
but I didn't do a butter landing, so he didn't skip school.
He didn't. We told him not to.
Yeah, he's going on his graduation on Monday. Congrats, Kurt.
All right. So we're on
Holding short.
holding short of Bravo. Which taxi was this?
Runway 08.
No.
Well, it doesn't. There's no taxi. Like it just says.
Hey, Alpha.
Yeah.
Holding short on Alpha.
Ground, you fly to the 7 Heaven, holding short on Alpha to runway 08.
You fly
says
227
E2.
heavy. Proceed to runway 08. Make 180 at threshold. Contact tower on 118.0 when ready for takeoff.
Clear.
Continue, clear on the right. Continue
left.
on runway 08, the 180 on the threshold. Turn around, clear to take off. Contact tower 11.1.1. You fly to the 7 Heavy.
Negative 118.0 when
One,
ready
one,
for takeoff.
118.0. You fly to the 7 Heavy. Okay, strobe lights on. Runway lights on.
Everybody's like, he's doing a really good job. That is, there you go.
Yeah, we know. We're not going to take off from here. We're just going backtrack. Hey, Kurt, congrats, man. Graduation on Monday. Kurt has been watching us every Fridays, and he talks to me a lot on the phone as well.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
Was his
messaging back and
graduation
forth
on Monday?
on Monday.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you. He said he's saying thank you.
You're very welcome. De nada. De rien. No.
That's Alpha.
Okay, that was Bravo then. Okay.
That was the other one was Bravo.
So it's 118.0.
0.
All right. Okay, that's your turning spot right there. All right, Captain. El Capitano, commandant de bord. It's in French. I like that. You see my French accent? Commandant de bord.
Oh.
That's the Carioca, which is the Rio de Janeiro nickname for who is born in Rio. We call Carioca. Carioca. Rio de Janeiro. Gosto de você. All right. Clear on the right. I can see the ocean. I could take some spinning in the water.
You brought your swimsuit?
Well, I can go always natural. Not really.
Traumatized.
Never did that, you know.
That's a big turd.
Never did that.
I'm not full too. What the hell?
That's all right. Be heavy. All right.
Nice taxi there.
All right, Captain. I already have set you to the 118.0 to contact the tower.
All right. You have control.
So now you contact the tower for takeoff.
Tower, this is UFLY 227
Heavy.
We are at the runway 08 and ready for takeoff.
You fly 227 heavy, wind 090 at 6. Clear for takeoff, runway 08. Maintain runway heading and climb to flight level 050.
So 5,000.
Selected already.
You up to 5,000. 5000. Whatever. You fly 227
And please
Heavy.
maintain runway heading.
and maintain runway heading. I got it.
All right.
There you go. Nice.
All right. Okay.
You got it.
My controls.
Your controls.
All right. Throttles to about 55%. And I'll count 1 potato, 2 potatoes, 3 potatoes because I like that. And I hit toggle. Okay. Thrust ref set. Speed alive.
Check.
Check.
Cross check.
Hold.
Do it a little bit higher.
Gear up, please. And flaps 1.
Check.
UFLY 227 Heavy. Contact departure on 133.8.
Was it 113?
3.8.
133.8?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. I'll do that for you. All right.
You fly 227 at 2,000 feet and runway heading, climbing to 5,000.
UFLY 227 Heavy. Radar contact. Climb and maintain flight level 320. Proceed direct to Papa 330. Then Quebec.
Okay, direct to Papa 330. Direct to Beta. Beta?
Quebec. Quebec. Direct to Quebec.
Cobats. Direct to Cobats. And you fly and up to 320, flight level 230. You fly 227. Heavy.
Good.
UFLY 227 Heavy.
Got that?
Direct to Quebec.
Yeah.
Let me you fly
Okay,
it.
okay. Go. I did something in there.
Oh.
Cobat, right?
Just press erase. And
Okay.
oh,
yeah.
oh no.
It's all right.
Oh,
It's
okay.
all there. Go Cobat. And then the first waypoint.
But put Quebec at first.
Cobat.
Okay, perfect.
There we go.
All right.
There you go. Nice.
There you go. And increase the speed to 240 knots, please.
You want this up? No.
Yeah, you can put it on.
Flaps
VNAV.
up?
Oh no, flaps up, please. There you go.
Okay, these were supposed to be up, on, off. All right, so now the checklist.
Wait until we get to 10,000.
Oh,
I'm just
do we?
flying. Yeah,
after takeoff?
yeah. Usually 10,000. Oh, look at the clouds. That's cool.
No,
Computer's working
3,000 to
confident.
4,000. So
All
we
right,
can do
let's go for it.
any time.
Okay, go for it.
Gear.
Up, check.
Check. Flaps.
Up, check.
Okay, anti-ice. Auto.
Auto,
Check. Lights off.
as required.
And the APU is off.
Off.
Check. After takeoff, checklist complete. So we have this one after.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Meow. I like when he does that. Kids. Kids with their toys. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at the weather.
So I'm gonna try something here. go to.
Guys, I'm still flying the plane manually. I'm just getting the missing that I have from it.
All right, so go here. 0200 and 0050. So it's telling us right now we have 1 hour and 10 minutes flight,
Okay.
and then I'll keep checking it. I like this. This is this.
All right.
This app
Standard.
is standard.
And you can select AP, please. There you go.
Check.
Autopilot selected.
All right. Any questions? No.
Everybody's talking to each other.
Oh, really?
In
Oh,
the
yeah?
Chat. Yeah, everybody's talking to each other in the chat, which is awesome though.
I'm just gonna
How
lower the
did- how
volume
did-
a little bit.
How did they do that?
Sorry?
They chat. They chat.
Yeah, so they basically send a message, and the other person can see it, and they can just reply to that.
All
by
right.
adding a,
Any questions to us in Portuguese? Can you check there, Mohammed?
give me 1 second.
That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. Mohammed is gonna try to speak Portuguese. Vamos ver o português
I'm
do
gonna
Mohammed.
try you speak in Portuguese.
Look it over
okay?
there. Look it over there on the phone. See, talk to me. Vamos ver.
Maybe you should get the phone once in a while and look at him.
Não. Estamos no Caribe. Estamos indo para San Martin. É uma ilha mesmo no meio do Caribe. Estamos descendo. Vamos chegar no Brasil em mais algumas. Ok. Não, Rio, embora que a.
Let's see. I have a whole list of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Rio would be on the S's, right? S,
Yeah.
SV, S. So we're gonna do one more, and then the next one after the next one we get into
To Brazil.
yeah, I didn't write the name down.
Okay.
I have
That's
it
fine.
somewhere else.
That's fine.
Hey, let me see if I can pronounce this. Somebody is like, O e pesado porco e 747. I'm so sorry I did this horrible. It says, did you understand that or no?
No. Let me go there and check. Hold on,
No,
Gabriel.
it's in this TikTok here.
Yeah, but I'll go there and read it. They say
I think it's asking if it's a 747.
no. It's a 777, which is the younger cousin of the 747.
Can't you get the TikTok here? No, you
Yeah.
don't have it.
No, I don't think you can do the two at the same time, but it's something for us to look into it later.
No, but if I hadn't the TikTok, I would be able to get those messages, right? Because everybody's reading.
But it has to be a TikTok Brazil.
Oh,
So somebody's like, I'm scared of flights. Anything for him?
Well, if you live in Canada, in Toronto, you could come here to us. We do have a program called Fear of Flight. We do help you a little bit on your fear. If you're not in Toronto, if you not can come here, I would suggest you could get maybe a help of a psychologist to help you to get through your fears. Maybe a flight simulator nearby you if you're not in Canada, just to try to fly, understand the principles of the flight, what the pilots will go through it, and what the trainings are involved and all that. So maybe you'll give him some more confidence for you to take a flight. Most of the clients who comes here to UFLY with fear of flight, as I mentioned, we have that program here. Most of our clients who come here, they usually have a fear because they can't see what's happening on the outside on the front. Like when you're in a car, even though you're not driving the car, you still see what's going on outside. So in the plane, you don't see it. So some people are just afraid of they hear noise. They think the plane is falling off. Sometimes the pilots just using the speed brake to slow down. Sometimes the pilots are just put the landing gear down. So the noise from the landing gear coming down to the air makes a different noise. Sometimes the plane shakes a little bit. They think the plane is going to fall all over. Of course, there are a lot of things that to happen until the plane falls off the sky. So, but people are just afraid. on a general for not knowing what's happening to the cockpit or the flight deck. So now most people call the cockpit as the flight deck, which is the same thing. This is what the pilots are. Of course, we are in a simulator. This is not a real aircraft. We wouldn't be able to be talking to the camera if it was a real aircraft on a real flight. But here in a simulator, we can talk, and the real idea for us to be doing these live events here, live streams, is to interact with people, advertise a little bit about UFLY, and also to help people that are interested in flying or becoming a pilot or have some interest in a flight aviation generally to just enjoy the view. So right now, we are flying, we're going to be changing heading to 123 very shortly. We are at flight level change, which is flight level 330, 33,000 feet. Right now, we're just following, as you guys can see here. That's us right here. We are flying to a very common, very popular name, Pixar, which is Disney's movie company. So 51 nautical miles, which is just about 90 kilometers away. 1 nautical mile is 1.852 kilometers, which is pretty close to 241. So 49, I would say about 85 kilometers away from the waypoint. And on that waypoint, we still be coming on flight level 330. Mohammed, can you change for the up higher camera here?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
And I don't know if they can see my finger here. Can you see my pointer? We're gonna have Mickey Mouse fingers back here very
It's
shortly.
in your office.
I saw. Very cool. Pixar, that's our first waypoint. And as you guys can see here on the CDU, it's in a different color, which is in a magenta color. Now, magenta used to be called pink. So they decided that the pink now is magenta. New names for colors. Anyways, Pixar, 43 nautical miles, exactly where we have it here. Exactly what good Captain Mr. Da Silva has over there. We are now macking at 8.40. Flight level 330, that's exactly where they have it here. The next waypoint, which is called Qatar, which will be another 51 nautical miles, will have the same speed and the same altitude. The one after that, Abada, almost Abada, which means carnival in Brazil. Another 38 nautical miles, same speed, flight level 330. Meg, then flight level 330, so on, so on, so on. I go to the next page. Then we start to descend to Zlugu, then Uluba. Now, Uluba will have a little gap here, and we're going to leave this little gap here until we get any
A
closer
little closer.
to see if the ATC will guide us to something else, okay? So we're not going to fill in the gap right now. We just leave it here. It's like we just leave a empty blank line on the notebook if we need to, in case we need to add on something. Pessoal do Brasil, todo mundo entendendo aí o inglês? Meu sotaque carioquês, falando inglês. Moro aqui no Canadá há 34 anos, muito obrigado. Meu sotaque em inglês é quase perfeito, sem sotaque nenhum. Ô menino modesto. O Gabriel tá rindo aqui, ó. O Mohamed Ali, olha só os nomes que a gente tem aqui. Gabriel da Silva, Cláudio Teixeira, Mohamed Ali. O nome dele é maneiro, viu? E, Mohamed Ali, da onde que você é mesmo, Mohamed Ali? Where are you from?
Pakistan.
Pakistan. Oh, he's Pakistani. Yeah.
Pakistani, yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of Pakistani people here, a lot of Indian people here as well. Very good people, especially when they're sleeping. They close their eyes. They don't make any trouble.
Oh,
Right,
wow.
Mohammed? That's what my mom used to say. You're good people when you're sleeping.
When you sleep.
There's no trouble. Well, that's my mom old saying. But anyways, o pessoal do Brasil aí, eu falo um pouquinho demais, às vezes too much. E se vocês não puderem me entender quando eu estiver falando inglês, pergunta. Outra opção que vocês têm também é de assistir a gente no YouTube, UFLY Simulator, lá vai estar só em inglês. O TikTok Brasil, nós estamos com quase 100 mil seguidores. Muito obrigado, pessoal, valeu. Tivemos um probleminha técnico com o nosso TI. Ele está com uma situação de saúde e ele teve que sair às pressas para fazer uma cirurgia. Então nós ficamos mesmo sem TI. Eu não sei mexer muito nessas partes de plataformas. Tem que ter o tweet, tem que ter não sei o que, tem que ter não sei o que lá. É uma parafernália aqui atrás. Qualquer dia desse nós vamos mostrar a vocês para a gente poder fazer o live stream. Nós estamos com... How many cameras we have, Muhammad?
We have total 4 right now.
São 4 câmeras, mais o celular que está em português. Para a gente poder fazer em português ao mesmo tempo, a gente só tem acesso ao meu celular, que é o que vocês estão me vendo. O YouTube channel, UFLY Simulator, vai estar em inglês e vai aparecer outras câmeras. Por exemplo, se eu mudar a visão aqui e for para a câmera de fora.
So we have a question here.
Okay.
He's like, sir, please, what are some of the safety passes that we have to learn from you?
Safety passes from a passenger perspective or a pilot perspective?
It doesn't say exactly, but why don't
Okay.
you tell us both?
Okay, so let's start with the passengers. Okay, number one, you're not flying alone. The plane is not yours. You should behave as a community in a lot of people inside. So lately we've seen some people being bad behavior inside the flight, giving some trouble. People nowadays don't have more patience that they used to have. Everybody is in a rush. Everybody is about me. So you got to remember, you are in a sardine can, closed, locked, in the air, and you have to behave nicely with other people, just like as your mom and your dad taught you. So that's number one, good behavior. Number two, get to know a little bit about the flight. Be nice to the flight attendants, to the pilots. They are working. They are not there only to serve you. They are there actually to ensure that the flight goes in a safe condition. And as a matter of fact, not only the pilots, but the flight attendants, they also go through a course and they constantly redo the course to renew the license. So they have a license to make sure they can handle all kinds of possible situations that can happen on flight. It's not only there to serve you water or drink or wine or whiskey or champagne. They are there for your safety on the first place. And besides, serving you to make your flight comfortable as well. So that would be, I think, the two most important things, right, Gabriel? Behave.
Yep.
Be kind for the people. Be kind for the crew, the flight attendants. Be patient as well. And that, I think, is the first thing for you, not only in a flight, but your life as well. You're kind to people, people are kind to you. You are huge. Forgot the word now.
UFLY 227 Heavy, contact Santo Domingo Center on 128.7.
That's you.
128.7. UFLY 227 Heavy.
128.
128.7. 28.7.
I'm gonna go all the way.
They're all ones. So 28.7. I don't know why they say one.
True, the priority is safety and on-time performance is a big thing as well to do with the overall operations. So everybody basically agreed with what you said, Claudio. Everybody's like, that is correct.
Very good, very good. Okay, so we talk about the pilot's perspective later. So Gabriel's gonna contact the new ATC.
So that would be St. Martin's, right?
That's
Center?
That's center.
Center, St. Martin Center, UFLY 2227.
Radio contact.
No. At 330, flight level 330 on course.
UFLY 227 Heavy, continue, proceed on flight plan.
Continue on flight plan, UFLY 2227 Heavy.
So we just took off from Puerto Plata, and that is in San Domingo. We are just flying. Don't know if you guys can see here
It's a little hard to see on that side.
on the
Okay, so
on
let's see
the
here.
west coast of Puerto Domingo. Right now, we are flying straight to Puerto Rico. We're gonna fly over Puerto Rico, and we're gonna continue all the way to San Martin, which is right here. Okay. All these little islands here, my friends. Oh boy, look at that. San Martin right there. all those little islands here on the Caribbean, it's pretty cool. Okay, I haven't been to many of these. As a matter of fact, I should be going more often. But hey, I play the lottery tonight.
Ahmed is
Yeah.
like, come to Manchester.
Coming to me, baby, coming to me. Lottery, 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 my friend. What you do if you win the lottery?
Yeah, what would you do, Gabriel?
Take my heart pill.
So
There's
Gabriel,
a sound for that, okay? Old sound. If I had $1 million,
Oh, yeah.
if I had $1 million, I'll be rich.
Gabriel, do you mind explaining what were you doing on the iPad and everything else? Well,
Well, okay. On the iPad here, I made a little little marks here. So what I did was I went to legs page, and I skipped down, and I found the waypoint that for our star, the star that was on our flight plan. Okay, so we are going to approach Sierra Lima Uniform Golf Oscar, and then we come down, and then we'll pick up the track on Uniform Lima Uniform Bravo Alpha. Okay, and then after that we go to our approach procedure, and then I'll continue checking the rest of the waypoints.
Okay.
That's what I was doing right now, and this allows us to make a mark here, which is pretty neat, and make notes on the page.
Okay.
so we have sorry to cut you guys off. We have one question for Claudio from Kurt. How many languages do you speak? Say something in Filipino language.
Okay, now you got me. I know how to say. I fool around a little bit. English, good morning. French, bonjour. German, guten Tag. Guten Morgen, actually. Polish, dzień dobry. Portuguese from Portugal, bom dia. Portuguese from Brazil, bom dia. Spanish, buenos dias. What else? That's pretty much it.
Here, 10.
But that's only good morning, thank you. That's just a little bit. But the language that I speak fluently is Portuguese. Of course, I'm from Portugal. Bonjour in French. Canada has two linguas, bilingual. And English is my second language. That's pretty much it. Everything else, small phrases here and there. Filipino, I know that Filipino, they say the numbers are in Portuguese, correct? Am I wrong? So numbers are Portuguese, 1, 2, 3, 4, because it was a Portuguese colony. Am I saying something? I think so.
What are you talking
Filipino.
about?
Yeah,
Oh, Filipino. Oh, okay.
yeah. So Filipino, they'll have
Yes.
dois, três. So they
Yeah.
say the numbers in Portuguese. That's because of Portuguese colony.
Colony, yeah. Also Macau. Macau. is
Macau.
another one. Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out why it's not giving me the other page now.
How many languages do you speak, Kurt? Filipino? English? I know he speaks with English with me all the time.
We have another question.
Okay.
How many years or days will it take you to become a pilot, and what are the process?
Okay. So number one, you start with you're willing to become a pilot. Number two, you're willing to study a lot. If you don't like to study, you're in the wrong business. You start with your first one, which is the easiest and the cheapest one, is to do your ground school. 40 hours in the classroom, about $300 or so for the course. You have to attend the course. Some of the places now allow you to take the course online, so you can do from home, but you need to fill the 40 hours. Then you do your medical to find out if you fit for the profession. And you start, once you finish the 40 hours, you do your first test to pass. So kind of you get your permit to fly the plane. Then you have to find an instructor who is going to be your instructor for the full testing time. So you're going to be flying with him between 45 to 60 hours. Actually, that's the average. And you take your first license called PPL, Private Pilot License. Different license from different countries. Little requirements are different. So, but you take your PPL from Canada, you take your PPL from Brazil, you take your PPL from Europe, you take your PPL from USA. They just have a little small things here and there. And if you're taking your PPL from one country to another, you might have to do a refresh course and just to add on the things that is different from one country to another. Pretty much same thing as you drive in some countries are kilometers, and other countries are mileage, miles. So you have to adapt to that. Same principle. So once you have your PPL, you start to go fly the plane, and you need to build your hours, and then you go for your dual engines, and then you go for your either licenses, which is the dual turboprop, and then you go to the fuel jet engines, then you go for your commercial license, then you go keep on going until you're ready with all your license. Now, once you have all your licenses, that's good. Now you need to build hours on a type rating aircraft that will interest the airline to have you as an employee. Average on the major airlines, it's something between 1,000 to 2,000 hours. Most of the young pilots, they don't have that many hours. They go and they work in a farm, they work in a cargo company, flying routes that nobody wants to take, and they'll get experience. And they even work on a skydiver company to build their hours. Once they have enough hours, they can apply to a bigger airline, even a cargo company. So it would take them to start working. From there, my friend, is hours flying, hours flying, hours flying, hours flying, until you get enough hours that maybe you want to change to a major airline or you want to keep it where you are. But that's the whole process. It's not 6 months or 1 year type. It will take more than that, and it will take you some money until you get to your full licenses, ATPL, so you can have a commercial license to fly.
We have another question.
Yes.
How long has your pilot gear build been flying?
Oh. It's you, not me.
Who,
I'm-
me?
yeah.
This question's for me.
Yeah.
How long I've been flying? Well, I've done small planes in the past, and then I stopped flying because I got my knee broken. I couldn't handle the rudder. But in the simulators here,
It's not as much pressure. Not as much pressure.
no, it's not as much pressure,
Yeah.
and I don't have to worry about any safety. But here, I'm
So
as long as UFLY was around, and I've been in simulators before.
yeah, well, I remember the first simulator that you bought when we were just friends back then was Microsoft Flight Simulator 1995.
And I had one before that.
Really? Which
I
one
had
was
the
it?
first one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't remember.
And I remember coming to your place when we have a Sunday lunch
I
with
had-
the families, and I remember going to the basement and we're doing the flight, and you show me the 747.
But I had flight simulators before that. I had flight simulators when our PCs were still DOS.
Okay.
Okay, and then Windows came along. So
Like-
it's been a long time.
Like, was that the little Atari game? Doom,
no, it's an
doom,
IBM
doom,
computer.
Doom, doom. Remember that?
Uh,
Doom, 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 doom,
I
doom,
had,
doom,
I had
doom,
an
doom.
IBM computer, DOS. I
Yeah,
had the DOS
all right.
program.
Then you
working
wait to
program.
1998. Then I think the next one was 2000, 2002, 2004.
I have the whole
Yeah, I
The
still
whole
have
thing.
it, the CDs, you know. I
Yeah.
have the CDs in the box
somewhere.
for all the flight
somewhere in the
simulators.
cupboard somewhere.
One day I'm gonna do a little video in my office. I do have a little picture of my desktop computer with my side joystick and the 747 window on it, which is pretty much close to this. Just a 747 to have 4 engines. But I would say this is what, close to 30 years flying flying flight simulators.
A good 30 years, yeah.
You got it. Pessoal do Brasil, tudo tranquilo aí? Mohammed, you want to see what they're saying?
I'll check that in a second. We have few more questions, if
Okay,
that's
go
okay
for it.
with you.
Yes.
Quick question is from Nation Father. Why does 2 pilots fly one plane at the same time?
Good question. Very good question. You want to answer that, Gabriel?
Why 2 pilots fly?
Plane at the same time.
At the same time?
Yeah.
In one word.
In one word, safety.
You got it.
It's safety. It's in case one tends to go sleep. No, I'm just kidding. Tends to fall over, and you never know what can happen. And it's always another one ready to take over.
Are you a licensed pilot? Any of you guys?
No, we're not.
No.
I like I said, I had some hours, a lot of hours, but I never managed to get my full PPL.
How long you still think planes need pilots to fly?
I hope
Even
I hope
now
forever.
with AI, even now with like artificial intelligence. So what do you guys think in the future? Do we need pilots? Like in
my-
the flight deck?
Can I answer that one?
Yeah, go
100%.
for it.
My answer to that one is if I'm still alive and I go on that plane and I know somebody's flying that plane from the ground, I ain't going on it.
So the same thing here. I hope that day they have planes flying without pilots on a commercial with paying customers. I'm not here anymore. Okay,
Hey, John.
John. Hey, John. How you doing?
He's watching that.
So I hope that day comes along. I'm not here anymore because I ain't flying a plane without pilots in the front.
No.
Period.
Imagine
But
your
you know,
pilot is at home.
I'll tell you something different now, and I tell you that this AI is beautiful, all that, blah blah blah, all this artificial intelligence is all good, but one thing that would take a long time for the planes to be flying without pilots, and that comes to another only one word: insurance. Once the insurance company knows there's a plane flying with paying customers liable to collect insurance money with no pilots in the front, that airline insurance is going to go skyrocket, goes to the moon 3 times and back. Okay, it's going to be cheaper for the airlines to have a pilot. So that's just my point of view. So when you see about this, no pilots flying, blah 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 blah, everything is very nice.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
It's not going to happen.
But
period.
you never know.
Well-
Corporations are huge. They get
So-
around that.
Another theory that I have, okay, is what they're going to do first. They're going to put people getting to know cars driving without drivers anymore. So now, I'm not used to that. Muhammad, which is 20, is not
Whoa.
used to that. Maybe his grandson will be used to that. Once they used to have cars with no drivers, they're going to go to the planes, but not before. A lot of people will not be comfortable, myself included. No pilots, no way, Rosé. You're not having Claudio Teixeira in that plane. Bye-bye. I'll go by car.
So, are you guys childhood best friends? Captain
Yeah.
Kurt is asking.
Yes. A long time. 30 years now.
A little bit of history, if you guys don't mind
Yeah.
us telling us.
We fight a lot, of course. What good friends do for?
That's
We
what
do
good
fight a
friends
lot.
Well,
Sometimes Gabriel is wrong. Sometimes I'm right. I like that.
no comment on that.
He's older than me, of course. He wants to be right all the time. But hey, Gabriel has been here at UFLY since the beginning, and he's a great help. As a matter of fact, when we finish live stream today, we're gonna do some springs on the simulator that just arrived today. So to control the tension on all the simulator controls, and we're gonna grab a bite. And usually when we finish the live stream Fridays, when we're doing some work, when we see it's 2 o'clock in the morning, Gabriel, go home. I need to go home too. And it's 2 o'clock in the morning. We're still working the simulators. So we fixed the door, the front door in the office yesterday. The door was falling off, so the landlord came here, fixed the door hinges, and now we're trying to lock the door. It's too tight. Gabriel came along, and he trimmed the edges of the lock knob, and now the door is working. So he's always doing something here. Tomorrow, we have air cadets coming in, and Gabriel's scheduled to work with the air cadets. So we have 21 air cadets coming in at 10 o'clock. We'll have the full swing of UFLY, all the simulators working, and we'll have 4 instructors here. So it will be myself, Gabriel, Aaron, and Shivani. So, and he's working here, then he's gonna go home, do whatever. Monday, I'm picking up some parts for the 737. and then we're going to install part of the cylinders on the 737 Monday afternoon, Monday evening. So another midnight to 2 o'clock in the morning work. Usually that's what happens. We start working and we see something. So basically, Gabriel comes here all the time. Uh, 30 years friendship. I moved to Brazil for some years. We talk from time to time. Your flight start from us flying to another company. When I was in New York, I flew down to Toronto, which is an hour and a half flight. Then we got to the flight deck to fly another simulator. And funny enough, is that simulator now is here in our hands again. And it was in a kind of a little need to work on it. And we've been putting a lot of work since last October in that simulator, making some adjustments, making some improvements, and make some new parts. And Gabriel is even making parts from home. So yeah,
Can somebody explain the speed of this aircraft? How do pilots tell the speed? Where is the speed? And then what are the types of
How
speed?
do-
Somebody's
Well,
asking.
the question is, how do we know the speed to go? Or
Yeah, so where is the speed like in a plane? Like how do you check that?
So-
So I'll change the view for you guys.
okay,
which view is
And-
better? Claudia's there.
The overhead, any. It's just we can see the whole thing. So
okay, you can show it yours.
Okay, the speed is here on the left, the strip here, and right now we're at Mach 0.84. Okay, actually the we're target to 8.840, but we're actually going 0.839. Okay, so Mach is one, airspeed is another. So that number at this altitude, which is 33,000 feet, it will never be the same because it's different.
And you see the red dots? That's your overspeed.
Yeah, we cannot
Okay.
go extend
Yeah.
that. Okay.
So besides that, we have a ground speed of 479 knots,
No, that's another one. Yeah. So
and
we
that's
got
the
three
true
speeds,
airspeed.
3 speeds in this.
Okay, which is 478. So 1 nautical mile is 1.852 kilometers. So if we have 479, okay, if you double that, we are close to 800 kilometers an hour. Okay, right? Close to 800. 479.
Oh, if you convert it,
Yeah.
yeah.
So a lot of people understand in kilometers.
I usually use
Yeah.
my phone for
So
that.
it's 1.852, almost 241. So 479, I'm doubling. That would be close to 800.
800.
right?
Yeah, 800.
And if we go here, do I have a calculator in my iPad? I might. Don't know.
I don't know if I have one here.
You do?
I don't know. I don't know if I have it on here.
Yeah, I know.
I have it on my phone.
Yeah, thank you. Same here.
So, Claudio, we had Kushi. I'm pretty sure she came today, and she's like, "Thank you for the amazing time today, Claudio." It is Mike Jr. Mike Jr. Yeah.
So let's find out.
Right on. Thank you for watching us. And thank you everybody for watching us. I hope that this video is helpful. So 479.
Yeah, let me go on it first. Hey, I'm old
The
school.
simulator is not full motion.
Speed. Where's
No,
my
it's
speed?
a fixed
steady.
base.
It's yep, fixed base, but it's
You want
not
it to
full motion.
kilometers or to?
Kilometers.
Okay.
How long does it take for you to be a qualified pilot? Let's say like 2 to 3 years.
Well, it depends on a
Depends.
few factors. Number one,
479.
money
Yeah.
that you're going to be spending to fly the plane. You need flying hours.
So it shows 887 kilometers
An hour. Okay, 887.
So
So
just about double.
yeah, pretty much to almost a little short than 900 kilometers an hour. Money and time, because if you're doing these while you're still working, you gotta set a appointment, a schedule time for flying. Now, if you're only able to fly after hours or weekends, that's when everybody can fly as well. So you gotta make sure you have the plane and the instructor available to fly with you, and then you bid your hours. So if you have rich parents that's putting money on you to go faster, and then you can fly every day 3 4 hours during the weekdays, which it's more comfortable and more suitable for you to find a plane available and instructor, then you can do a little faster. But bottom line is you need to study and you need to do flying hours and you need to do pass tests every time you go to another license. So that means more studying. That means concentrating your study, no parties, no night out, no alcohol, no drugs. If you have a girlfriend or boyfriend, it's complicated because you need to have a life as well. Now, it depends what your priorities are. If you're going to concentrate and only do this, and you're going to go sleep and fly, do nothing else, you're going to be quicker. But you have a life, right? You have a nice basketball game or a soccer game to watch. You have friends calling you. They're going to go for a friend's birthday, and you're going to go on it. Next day, you're tired. You stay up late. You're not going to fly. Those kind of things also will affect how long you can do it. That depends on your priority.
So, Claudio, this airport that we're going on, you want to do the briefing? And I would like to mention this airport has a one-way in and one-way out. The
Yep.
same way you land is the same way you take off.
Yeah,
Isn't that something?
that's because of the wind.
Sorry to cut you guys off. We have a quick question here. What are some problems we pilot face once we're up in the air? Like just some any sort of problems.
Any problems?
Yeah, any problems that pilots face.
Or what kind of problems?
What are some of the problems you people come across once you're up
Normal
flying?
problems? Could be anything.
Mostly might be ATC, like no communication.
Yeah.
That has happened a lot.
Yes, but there's other ways of getting around that. But yeah, usually nowadays the radios are pretty good. Other than that, what other problems, Claudio, that would find up here? Not
Well-
really
Well,
anything.
number one, I would say this is a heavy metal in the air fighting gravity,
Well, one of the
right.
problems is we're gonna go down.
right? Exactly. So
Yeah, I think
now in-
guys, sorry to cut you off. I think somebody reported us.
Where?
Your live was discontinued due to inactivity.
Oh,
To avoid this, stay
is that
engaged.
YouTube and
No, that was this TikTok right here, the one that we were on.
TikTok?
somebody reported us. Well, what can we do? It's
Your live was discontinued. Your live was discontinued due to inactivity. To avoid this, stay engaged with your viewers and follow notification from Live Studio, so you can complete verification at any time.
what can we do? All right, guys, we're still on the other platforms. Are we on Instagram, Facebook?
Yeah, it says live has ended.
All right, all of them.
Just this TikTok one, the TikTok
Okay.
Live Studio.
But Portuguese is still on.
Let me see if I can go live again though.
No, it's 48 hours. Somebody reports it's 48 hours.
Hold
okay,
on.
so
Hold on.
we're
hold
gonna
on.
I'm gonna continue this. Okay,
All right.
Claudio.
All right,
Okay,
so
we're back.
Give us.
we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Oh, just came out. Okay, guys, we're back. We fell and we're back.
So I'm gonna continue that break. We're gonna continue that break so it gives me new
Okay,
calculations.
how many people do we had before? Mohammed?
We have a couple of thousand.
Okay,
Yeah, now people are joining. Sorry about that, guys. So do you mind?
yeah, go for it. You do the intro.
Sorry
Mohammed.
about that, guys. We had a little. Somebody here actually reported us. I guess we have those type of people
Wanna
here
get this
that can
one?
just mind their own business. But we just tried reconnected everything. So sorry about that little mistake right there. But now
Okay,
we're
which one you
back.
got it?
Now
The
they're
star?
doing
Wrong
their
one.
approach.
Go back.
So you guys will be
Yeah,
back.
I had it here.
Yes.
Sorry. Yep, there you go.
Which one Which one
We're
you
going
looking
to
at?
star, right?
Star, yeah.
That's the only one.
That's the only one.
Uluba.
Okay, that's star. But now you want to approach. Go to approach. And then I picked the VOR Z Zulu. Okay, mark it, pin it.
Okay.
UFLY
and-
227 heavy contact St. John Center on 135.2.
135.2. You fly 227 heavy.
Okay. Go for it.
Center, you fly 227 heavy. approaching our descent into, I guess, St. Martin, right?
Yep, flight
St.
level
Martin.
330.
UFLY 227 heavy radar contact. Continuous filed. Expect descent in about 60 miles.
Descend in 60 miles. You fly 227 heavy.
I can't see your screen properly, and this screen froze from the computer at the back. So
Okay, so we got flight level 152. So we're
And
gonna put
we
that
are-
152.
We're coming to 152.
15,000 feet.
150.
So, well, flight level, that's 15.
Okay,
Yeah, it has to be.
200.
has
you
to be
can
15,000.
study planes during any time. I started studying airplanes when I was in elementary school and then middle school. Even in high school, absolutely. If you have free
So-
time, then study. Like everything is given to you all online. If
Let's
you
go
even
for
go
the
to high
briefing.
school, you can even in high school when you're 14, you can do your first solo flight.
All right,
Okay,
so a briefing for landing Princess Juliana International, VOR Zulu runway 10, and we're following the procedure called Uluba, correct?
Yes.
Well, this one here, yeah.
Yes.
Uluba. So we go here,
So Uluba, it's right here.
and then Uluba, and then
I don't have that. So how do you do that? I like it. Okay, I'm learning something. Whoopee! How do you delete that?
delete everything. So do whatever you want, and then you come up here and go delete.
Okay. So I
But I'll
can do
delete
this,
everything.
I can do this, I can do that,
go
blah, blah,
up there,
blah,
Go up here
and
to delete,
delete it.
and then
Clear.
clear.
Cool. I love it.
Yeah.
I just learned something new here. I'm learning this too. So Uluba, right here.
Uluba.
Okay. So that's what we go into that little. You'll come back. That little triangle right here. Then we're gonna go heading 096 all the way to the runway. So now, if I zoom in here, that's a runway in. Now, usually in St. Martin, one of the procedures is only the captains land and take off this plane.
We
We're gonna break that
We're
rule
gonna break
today
that
because
rule.
I wanna land.
Yeah,
Captain,
we're
can I
break-
land? Can I land? Can I land? Can I land? Can I land?
Yeah,
Captain, can I land? Can I land? Can I land? Can I land?
well, you're captain too.
Can I land? Can I land? Can I land?
Okay.
Well, we're two captains here in a way. So I'm gonna land the plane, but usually San Martin only captains land the plane. Yep. And then
it's usually a visual approach. We have instruments to tell us our approach, but it's more on a hands-on kind of deal.
okay. Now, in case of misapproach, track heading 180 degrees, climb to 4,000 feet, passing 2,600 feet within 10 DME, turn left, direct to Papa Juliet Mike, VOR, and hold, wait for instructions. Now,
Yep.
elevation, Captain, and then you can see here, Uluba will be at 1,600 feet, turn heading 096, intercept the ILS or
Yep, correct.
the approach for the runway, and continue descend all the way. What is our minimums, Captain?
That's what I was looking at. So our minimums would be down here. So we got two of them. So I am assuming, we should not assume, it would be the 486.
486.
Yeah. So we
Okay.
got 400.
So we're gonna
we could
make
put
the minimums 490, right? We always go
yeah,
above.
Go above.
All right.
90. So 490. Confirm.
And it says right here. You see it? Can you guys see it?
Always go to the ones
like
in the
it.
brackets.
Yep.
Now, sometimes the charts are different. It has ILS category 1, category 2, and so on.
And we're gonna start our top of the sand very shortly.
Yep.
We're just
about
approaching here.
now.
To the top of the sand. I already select the new altitude, and the plane should follow. There we go.
Okay, sender 227 heavy, descending to flight level 152, and continue on course.
Now look
Flight
at
227 heavy, descend and maintain flight level 150, proceed direct to Slugo.
I will maintain 150.
Direct to Slugo.
Direct to Slugo.
You fly to 7
heavy.
heavy. You got it. Now look at this. So we start our descent as we put it here, 15,000. We can see here that's descending. We see that the window open for the speed. That's your maximum speed. And that's going to be changing. It's going to slow us down.
And Claudio, how do we know? How do you know where the plane's gonna slow down? So if we go in more, I don't know if you can see that. There's a little green
arrow
dot or a circle. The little green circle
right here.
It tells the aircraft to slow down at that point, but it will slow down according to our program. So according to these messages here, it'll continue. And we could override it anytime we want. Anyway, go ahead.
All right. So we are now about 40 nautical miles away from Slugo. And you can see, I see here Slugo, 38.4. Then Gabriel can see here as well. Then we can change it here. And we can see here into the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different places. And I delete this. I like it. Oh, yeah. Good. And I'll do it again. I just learned something new. Hello. And I can write down too. Hello.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Look at this. I love it. Guys, this new technology. I remember a few years back here on a simulator, I had an old 747-100 pilot, retired. And he used to come here and fly every Friday morning with us. And we say, Claudio, just give me my speed, my head, and my altitude. Show me where to look into that. Don't teach me any program of these computers, because when I was flying, we didn't have that, and I'm too old to learn.
Oh my God! So Claudio, can you explain them what that green? We call it a banana.
Yeah.
That green circular or half.
Yeah, that green
circle?
banana is telling me it's not ready to eat yet because it's green. Well, actually, it's telling us where we're going to
end up at 15,000.
15,000 feet. So the computer is doing now the calculation in making the plane to descend. See, look at that. Look at how the wings are. Cool. Look at that.
Curved?
Yeah. You can see more on the side. Look, if I zoom out a little, look at that, Gabriel. And if you guys pay attention closely, and you see the wing is going to start to do this.
Bird.
Not really.
Not just yet.
Not really. All right. So, yeah, it shows us the computer's making all the calculations to be right there at Slugo. Now, we're still at 310 knots. Very shortly, we're going to be slowing us down.
She'll slow down pretty soon. Well, there's a slowdown here, so we're at 310 knots at Slugo. So we're still zooming along.
So of course we can change that as well.
We can.
In case it's needed. You see, Uluba, we can change. It's still showing 3.10. We can say 290. I mean, correctly here slash 290. Select here and execute. And that will show us
that changed.
And it changed to 290. This is very cool.
Now it's giving us higher speeds because I put the index on 120, so we can go a little faster on our route.
Sure. By the way, we don't want it to be here on the live stream until very late because we don't want it to extend 2 hours and get boring for people, even though we keep talking and talking we do.
And that's called the cost index.
Yeah.
And that's all, cost index is all part of the company. So if we have passengers, let's say we have passengers for a connection and we're being a little later, so we could put our index higher so the plane could go a little quicker. We'll waste more fuel though. And we get there a little quicker so they can make their flight.
So airlines usually like to be award with their punctuality on departure and on arrival. And that's because everybody's busy. many passengers coming from one flight. They have connections to another flight. And depending if you just arrive in a country, you have to do immigration, you have to do customs, you have to pick up your luggage, then you have to recheck your luggage. And then depending what time of the day or the night, there are many airplanes.
There's a way of getting around that. You know how?
Nobody gonna tell me.
Rent a Learjet.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
eh.
We don't have any of that.
Money, money, money. Yeah.
Nothing like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, I played the lottery, my friend. Who knows? We might be flying tomorrow. No, not tomorrow, Monday, because we have to collect the money first.
It's a total different flying
I know.
experience.
It's a different world, my friend. When you become a multimillionaire to a billionaire, it's a different world, my friend. It's not our mortals like us. I'm still doing leasing my car, paying mortgage,
Oh,
paying bank.
don't forget they have their headaches too.
Yeah,
It's not
Yeah.
fun and games at that level.
yeah.
UFLY 227 Heavy, descent 8,000 feet, proceed direct to Yuluba.
Down to 8,000 feet and direct to Luba. You fly 227 heavy. So 8,000 now. So I was
Alright,
I was
so-
hoping they would give us a.
So let's go for the descent checklist, please, Captain.
I was hoping he would give us a gradual down to 2,600, but I
So
guess he
just
didn't.
before you started, I'm just going to quickly show here on the map. Gabriel has zoomed out a little bit more. I zoom in a little. Oh, look at that. Go right inside the cloud. Look at this. Amazing. Love it. Love it every minute. So Uluba is right there. Okay. So now that's where we're going already. So what we need to do is just make sure that our heading matches the heading that we're actually going to be going. Right there, which we will be heading 150. Right now we are heading 154, and you're gonna see we're gonna put that star in the center line, and that's Suluba, which is 28.7 nautical miles. All right, Gable, continue on.
All right, so descent checklist. We're about close to 100 miles, right?
Yep.
Okay, so seatbelt signs
On.
still on. Oh, poor people.
We never, we never
got
took it
on.
off. Poor people. No PP.
Altimeters,
Altimeter is set to 2. It's still on standard.
reference speeds. We'll set here 30 flaps. So that's
132 plus 5 will be 137.
okay. Auto brakes.
Auto brakes to RTO. Auto brakes to 3,
Okay.
and speed brake is armed.
All right, and any recalls? Recalls.
No recalls.
Arrival and briefing. We've done
Done.
already. Complete. Minimum set.
Minimums are set. 132 flaps 30, and that'll be our full flaps.
Okay, now next one is 50 miles from.
All right. So descent checklist is complete, Captain.
Yes.
UFLY
Excellent.
227 Heavy, continue descent to 3,000 feet.
Down to 3,000 feet. You fly 227 heavy. Down to 3,000. So Claude, you set to 3,000, and the plane now knows to continue descent all the way down to 3,000. And Claudius changed the speed again.
UFLY 227 Heavy, slow down to 250 knots.
250, 250 knots. You fly 227 heavy. So now we're gonna override it.
Oh, it's already set
Oh,
to
it's
50.
already set.
Already
You
programmed.
already put it there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you can go back and you just select that. So now, as you can see, we still have the windows here. That would be the maximum, and that's the minimum. Okay. So we are now slowing down. So 250. So what the computer is doing on the plane is balancing the rate of the sand, making a little adjustments on the nose pitch, and to reduce the speed. Look at that. This is a fantastic plane. Now, if you go back outside view, see, look at how many clouds we have. Nice.
Nice. Lots of
Nice
clouds.
weather.
So, looks good. Our approach is good. I'll put a little closer now on our approach. All right. And we gotta. Now we have to be careful when we approach the
You fly 227 heavy, descend and maintain 3000. Proceed direct to Foxtrot, Foxtrot 10. For the VOR approach, runway 10, contact St. Martin, approach 119.1.
Okay, continue down to 3,000 feet. And to F Foxtrot, Foxtrot 10. And on frequency of 119.1.
Nice. Nice.
You fly
nice.
227 heavy.
Yeah, because I'm writing it down.
Okay, that's good. I
Nice,
have to do that
nice.
too.
Okay.
All right. So
you fly to 227, approaching our approach, and down to 3,000 feet. You fly to 227 heavy.
You fly 227 heavy. Welcome to St. Martin. Approach. You're cleared VOR runway 10. Approach maintain 3000 until Foxtrot, Foxtrot 10. Report established on final.
shit.
Okay, report on final and to Foxtrot, Foxtrot 10 down to 3,000. You fly 227 heavy.
Fast rider. Sheesh. Nice, Gabriel. Captain Kurt said that to you.
Very good.
Okay.
Awesome. Oh, it's really beautiful clouds here, eh?
Yeah.
Really nice. We're just flying through clouds. Cat 3.
So we're
Okay.
going to be ordered to slow down to 200 very shortly.
You fly 227 heavy. Slow down to 210 knots.
210.
Oh,
you're doing that.
210. You fly to 27 heavy.
Gabriel, 210.
Oh, 210. Sheesh. Yeah, why would I put one? I'm thinking of 10.
It's
I'm
okay.
thinking of Cessna.
It's okay.
I'm thinking of my Cessna.
And we're going to have flaps 1.
And flaps 1
You
And
fly
s-
227 heavy. Speed at your own discretion.
and speed check.
Okay.
Speed at I can't never could say that word.
Yeah.
Our
No,
speed
look,
on
this is cool. Close the window again. Close the window.
Oh, okay. You want to do it that way?
I like that. It follows the flaps. I love it.
No, it does not.
It will now.
Ah.
Just reset.
You fly 227 heavy.
We're too high.
You
No?
fly 227 heavy. You're
It
supposed
always
to be
does
at
this.
3,000 feet at
Yeah. So now we're too high. So we got to do a circle.
You fly 227 heavy. Turn right 360 for spacing and lose altitude to 3,000 feet.
Turning right to spacing. Turn right. And you're losing altitude for spacing. You fly to 227 heavy. That's why back there I thought it was going to give us
Yeah.
a more gradual like a descent down to our altitude, right?
Yeah.
But it didn't.
We are 3,000 feet, 4,000 feet above. So we're going to do a circle.
But you know what? I think we could request it before they even tell us.
Yeah.
I think we're allowed to
Well,
do
the
that.
things that I noticed, Gabriel, to be honest, is every time we're doing this, we got distracted because we're talking to the audience,
Yeah.
right? When
Of
we
course.
realize that, hey, we're too high, too close, blah, 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 blah. On a real flight, the pilot's below 10,000 feet, clean cabin. So no talking but business. And if you guys notice, sometimes on the airline we're flying, the pilots will make an announcement for the flight attendants or the crew. Flight attendants, 10,000 feet. That means keep the cabin clean and don't talk to the pilots back then.
When I went to Florida,
You fly 227 heavy. Contact descend, please. Continue descending.
do you want me to contact center?
No, no.
Oh,
I
okay.
meant continue descending.
Continue sending. You fly 227 heavy. Now, when I went to Florida, we started descending at 200 miles away.
That's traffic.
So it was just
Traffic, right?
I don't know if it was traffic, but
Yeah.
that's unusual from that altitude, right? But he gradually brought the plane all the way down instead of that descent, rapid descent. Okay, so we're gonna make We're gonna head out a little bit more, then make that turn, and come back around.
Yeah.
So we were a little bit too high, so we decided to abort the approach, and we're gonna do
I'm using the speed brake, and let me show you guys what the speed brake is all. There. You guys can see there on the outside. Mohammed, if you can change the
Yep,
camera.
I did.
That's the speed brake right there. See moving on the wing?
standard.
So one gauge you guys are flying and you see that coming up, don't think the wing is coming apart. It's just the pilot's slowing down the plane.
Okay, so
Standard.
approach
Got it?
radio. I did.
Yeah.
Radio in courses,
Check.
altimeters. We've done that.
2992, 2992, 2992. Check.
Alert to the crew. We did already, didn't we? Or not yet?
UFLY 227 Heavy direct to Foxtrot 10. When fully established for VOR runway 10. Contact.
Okay. So let me say,
Contact tower.
contact tower. So
That's
okay,
good.
so
That's good.
we're doing our final circle, and we're approaching our runway course, and you fly 227 heavy.
All right.
Okay.
Have a good day, Captain Kern. It was nice having you back here.
You leaving? Good night. Good day. It's day for them in
Yeah,
Philippines.
it's there for them.
So we're still flaps 1. Good. Coming around.
UFLY 227 Heavy report when fully established on for the VOR final runway 10.
We will contact on final, establish final on VOR runway 08. You fly 227 heavy.
So we have another sim pilot. He's from Eurowings A320. He's a sim pilot. He's just saying hello to both of you guys.
Hey guys, how are you? So your Airbus,
They're the
Ve-
Airbus.
very cool plane to fly. Very cool simulators, just different because you have the side stick instead of yoke. I did a flight simulator session
It's an
the other
Airbus.
day. It's an Airbus. It's pretty cool though. And my favorite, I'm just falling in love with the A350. Beautiful plane. A3220 also beautiful plane. We have a pilot who works with a major airline here in Canada, and he flies A220. He tell me good things about it. So let's call for slow down to flaps 30 and flaps 5 and speed
Well,
set.
speed regression.
Okay,
So
so we do to
so
170.
we'll do that our own. Okay. And then I'll call in when we establish the
Hello, Hanson.
localizer.
Localizer. All right.
Yeah.
That's good.
So here we go. Approach. Well, we did that already, right? No, we didn't.
Land.
Radios, altimeters,
Set.
and contact. Yeah,
Set.
we did already.
Yeah, we go for landing.
And then landing. Lights.
On.
Gear is going to be down pretty soon. We're
Uh-huh.
just trying to establish. And speed brakes armed.
Armed.
And flaps set. And we're still doing
Yeah,
the flaps.
and auto brakes on 3.
Okay.
We haven't done the minimums. We're gonna call minimums.
We
What
did
was
already.
the minimums? I lost mine. 4.
You lost yours?
Yes. 490. Right? Yes.
This is live. This is live. It's not a recorded video. So
Okay,
I'm actually
you
talking
fly.
to you guys right now.
You fly 227 heavy, established localizer, and we are at 3,000 feet.
UFLY 227 Heavy, contact tower 118.7.
118.7. You fly 227 heavy.
Get down,
You
please.
fly 227 heavy, establish localizer for runway 08.
UFLY 227 Heavy, winds 110 at 7. Runway 10, clear to land.
Clear to land. You fly 227 heavy.
Look at that. Landing gear coming down. Beautiful.
Okay, so you did that? I was
Yes.
on the radio, sorry.
And yeah, I know. That's why I'm doing, my friend. Teamwork. Teamwork. All right.
Okay,
There you
guys,
go.
let's see if they can butter the landing.
All right.
Let's see if he can butter landing.
You can talk to the butter guy.
A really beautiful destination.
Okay, cabin ready.
Okay, so ready for call outs? Not yet, but we
Yeah.
will.
So we're slowing down. Gear down in green. Flaps 30, flaps 20 in green.
Check.
We're now gonna ask for flaps 30 and speed set,
And speed check.
which will be 132 plus 5 because it's good weather. 137 and speed set.
Check.
All right. So once we get the flaps 30 in green, we can call that landing checklist is complete,
Landing checklist is complete.
and we alert the crew for landing.
All right, it's all yours.
I know.
I'll keep monitoring the stuff, all the instruments and everything. I'll let you know what's happening.
Beautiful day. I feel like flying the plane. I can disconnect anytime. I could keep on going a little bit longer. I'm just gonna disconnect with my right thumb here on the side button. Autopilot disconnected. I press it again to confirm and cancel the chime, and then I'll say I have control. Gabriel will confirm
You
that.
have control.
So
Perfect.
right now, I'm just following the glide slope and the localizer looking to my PFD, primary flight display. I'm also looking to my rate of descent. I'm going to try to keep it around 700 feet to 950 feet per minute. And that should give us the 3 degrees rate of descent that we wanted right there. 1000 stable, continue.
Check.
Approaching 10.
Check. 700.
Yeah, there you go. It's a beautiful day, and that's Maho Beach right there. That's one of the favorite destinations we have it here with our clients. It's funny because I do this many times a day with the clients flying. Now I'm flying the plane. So cool. Minimums. Remember
Minimums.
inside. Continue.
Continue. Check.
No, no, center line. What's going on here?
I don't know. A little rusty.
Yeah, I guess. Reverse thrust. Nose down.
Speed brakes on.
Reverse drain.
How 100? 80 knots.
80 and brakes. Well, I'm not going to use much of the brakes because we got to go all the way to the end now.
Oh, there's one here if you want.
We passed one. This
oh,
is the end already.
It's the
Yeah.
end already. Yeah.
Approaching 28.
There you go.
All right.
Yep.
So going this way here.
Yeah, just go around.
UFLY 227 Heavy, welcome to St. Martin. Vacate runway 10 via backtrack, make a 180 at the end, then taxi via Charlie to gate Alpha 2.
Backtrack 180, and I should have said the numbers. I should have said that first. And head to the gate.
Alpha 2.
Alpha 2. UFLY 227 Heavy.
Nice landing.
Thank you. What was my rate of descent on touchdown?
Around 400.
Okay, perfect. All right. So at this case now in St. Martin, they don't have a taxiway, so that's why we're backtracking on our own runway. So that means
they got no land for it.
yeah. So the airport is closed. Okay. Nobody can land at this time until we clear the runway. And if you guys remember,
Well,
Uh,
they'll circle. They'll circle if there's
well,
another
they
flight.
spread the planes apart longer than only 2 minutes. Now, if you guys remember 1977 Tenerife, the biggest commercial accident in the world crash, 565 people died in that day. So 2 jumbo jets collided on the runway, and that was so
Was
bad.
here?
No,
No.
Tenerife, Spain.
Tenerife. Yes.
So
Because they used the method of backtrack.
yeah, because they didn't have a taxiway. So
yeah.
poor conditions, bad radio communication, a different attitude between pilots, and 2 jumbo jets, KLM and Pan Am. They collide on the ground.
Captain Curtis, like 10 out of 10 landing.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it will take the captain a few moments to taxi to the gate, and we ask that you remain seated with your seatbelt secured.
Can you start the APU, please?
Until the
Yes,
seatbelt
do it
sign
now.
has been turned off and the aircraft comes to a complete stop at the gate. That will be the only indication that
It's warming up.
We also ask that you keep the aisle clear of any hand luggage. This is the termination of our flight, so we ask that you check the seatbelt pockets and overhead lockers for any articles you may have brought with you. Extra care should be taken.
Waiting for it to stop.
Lockers, as some items may have shifted during our flight. On behalf of the captain and his crew, we would like to thank you for flying with us and wish you all a pleasant stay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So UPU is on. It's starting up.
Good.
Anti-ice off.
UFLY 227 Heavy, take the next taxiway Charlie.
Clear on the right.
Next taxiway, Charlie.
This is Delta.
This is Delta Charlie. The next one. UFLY 227 Heavy.
But I want to say something. Clear on the right.
Clear on the left.
Very clear on the left.
Very clear on the left.
Look at the ocean. Beautiful.
You did that on purpose.
I did.
Okay, so where was I? Oh,
Right seat on the captain's seat.
external lights as required.
I'm killing myself.
External lights as required.
Okay.
XD. Okay, radar off. Auto brakes off.
Flaps are up.
Speed brakes are down.
Strobe
Flaps
light.
are up. And transponder
What's our
is-
gate?
is shut off.
Alpha 2, which is
Alpha 2.
from the left, the second one.
Okay.
Okay. All right. After the landing checklist complete, and in the parking.
Strobe lights on. Runway lights off. Everything's off now. We don't have
Strobe
it
light
much.
off.
Strobe light off. Yes. Alpha 2.
That was a nice flight.
Yeah, it was
It
very
was.
good.
Very good.
At least we had a long runway this time.
Yeah.
No go around.
That's the ground crew coming in. Hey guys, how you doing?
Uh-oh. He's standing right where the engine is.
Yeah. It's good.
Gonna be sucked in.
And we'll stop it right here. We set the parking brake.
Parking brake set.
And we have the APU running, so we can shut down the engines.
So okay. So shut down fuel controls. Shut. Parking brake set. Seatbelt signs
Off.
off. Hydraulic systems. You want to do that?
You want me to go to the fuel pumps first?
It doesn't say. Okay, go to fuel pumps first.
Okay. We have the beacon logo lights off and wing lights off. So we want to go for the hydraulics. I'm still learning the right way.
Okay, so number 1, off on the air. Number 2, okay,
And now
come over
the
here,
left, yeah. And at
and
the
then go
top,
here,
yep.
here, and then
to
this
the
one's
right.
last.
Yes, there you go.
Holy shoot.
You gotta remember that.
He forgot the first
Uh,
step. He forgot the first step.
Okay, fuel pumps you already did. Beacon,
Off,
okay. Flight director
off, off, off.
and logbooks completed.
Complete. And open the door
We are
behind
good.
us.
Very good.
And
And
that
then-
is it, guys. That was Say
That was
Martin.
excellent.
Captain, pleasure flying with you. Haha, very
Thank you
good.
guys so
Excellent,
much
guys.
for joining.
Pessoal do
Alright.
Brasil,
All
espero
right.
que tenham gostado aí. Dei uma manteigada. Butter the bread. Butter the bread. Captain Butter the bread. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Espero que tenham gostado do nosso voo. Eu não consigo falar tanto, às vezes, em português, que eu estou enrolado aqui falando em inglês. O Gabriel, que era para falar português, que ele é português, mas não fala nada.
No, no, no.
Anyways,
me.
thank you for watching us. We have lots of videos. We're going to try to improve now that we found another ways to be posting more videos in Portuguese as well. Mais vídeos em português. YouTube channel will be coming some videos. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Our week today is Good Friday.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to do live stream on Good Friday.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we should. So Good Friday means there's always before the Good Friday is the Good Thursday. And the good week. And every week is good because we are alive and healthy, right? So thank you very much for watching us. Muito obrigado por assistir a gente, pessoal do Brasil, de Portugal também que estiver assistindo. God bless you. God bless everybody. Next week we're taking off from St. Martin and we're going to another destination. I hope you guys have enjoyed your flight. Mohammed, thank you very much for coming. Gabriel, thank you for coming. We're going to do some work behind the scenes today on the 737 simulator, changing some springs, and some more videos tomorrow. Full day tomorrow. Erica dates here. Another birthday party in the afternoon. Busy day to UFLY. Amen to that. Hallelujah. Bills are coming in. They never stop. And I hope you guys have enjoyed. Good evening. And thank you very much. God bless you.
Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.
Okay. Right. Okay. No incidents besides the little come down.
Probably a little bit.
You got 12,000 likes.
12,000 likes.
Yeah. You got 12,000 likes.